Hi guys, before this video begins, I want to give a little bit of an introduction and tell you what it's about. A few months ago, I travelled to Togo in West Africa, and I didn't know much about the country beforehand, but it's one of the smallest countries in Africa and also one of the poorest in the world. I went there with a company called Worldpackers who helped to set up this opportunity and introduced me to a local NGO working there on the ground. In this video, I want to tell their story, and the video's a slightly different format to how I would normally film, but in the next 20 minutes I'm going to try and explain exactly what they're doing there, and also if you stick to the end then I'm going to tell you how you can get involved too. That's it. I hope you enjoy. This is Football for Hope. Okay, it's day one in Togo in Lomé. I'm just about to jump in this car and drive 3 hours up to Atakpame. This is Mohammed. You come this way.
This is me. Okay, we are on the way to Atakpame now.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Right.
2 hours time we reach Atakpame.
Let's do it.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. Okay, we're stuck in traffic right now. We've been here for about an hour. No one really knows why, but we'll get moving when we can. We're passing the time with the side of the road ham sandwich. C'est bon?
Yes.
It's good. Okay, so I got myself a bag of water, and yeah, this is how you do it, bag of water here. This is rip, right? We've got no idea how long we can be here. Apparently there's a lorry blocking the path. No big deal. Alright, the heavy rain's just coming in. Right, now in the rain. About 5 hours later and I've made it to the hotel in Atakpame. This is where it all begins, and I guess this is where I need to explain a bit more about what I'm doing here. To explain this properly, I need to go back a little bit. A few months beforehand, I was contacted by a company called Worldpackers, who reached out to me to see if there was a way that we could work together. I looked at what they do, and it turns out that they connect people with charities, ecological projects, and local communities around the world. I said yes. After searching through the website, this project in Togo stood out above all others. And fast forward to 2 months later, I'm here in Atakpame to tell you why. So this is what this whole project is about. It's called Football for Hope, and there's an NGO here called ONG Chemical, and what they're trying to do is connect the local communities and connect villages through football and give these kids a chance for something else through football, a chance to improve their lives by doing coaching. The coaches here are volunteers, by handing out gear, by giving them school supplies, and really just trying to improve their lives like that. So I'm here for the next week to sort of see what's happening and to hopefully get involved in some training, play with these kids, and really show what Football for Hope is about. So this is good. So this is water you provide for the training?
Yeah, it's about the training. We buy it because there's no good water around. So we have to buy pure water to come to serve children.
Yeah.
The training session.
And then it's free for them to come and...
Yes, it's free. It's free.
Yeah.
The team provide for them, the NGO provide for them, everybody.
And you started this football club 16 years ago?
Yeah. We started in March 2004, this club here, and it is actually an NGO charity to keep children and young men for their future, their good future and development. I think so football is more than a game, and because of football we try to keep every kids around us, and always we work together. That help them to be among bad things.
The children, when they do well in exams, when they have a good exam, or when they have a good training session and they don't have football boots, you can give for them?
Yeah, we try to provide it for them because to give them motivation, and that is what we do always, to bring others to work hard. And we do it just for motivation, to push them work hard, and everybody would try to be best always, to earn something or win some gifts.
You yourself, you were a player before, and then you started this after you stopped playing football?
Yes, after my injury, I started playing football in 2010, when I think by make this club an organization, and since that time we work on it and it become NGO, and we work because I know the value of football since long time. As for me, the football is not just a game or a career, but I see football can change everything in the world, and football can bring many great impacts, positive impacts. That is what we try to do, and always we get good results.
And even more now, besides football, you work with women, and you work with villages, and you work with women empowerment. You do more than just football.
Yeah, we do more than just football, because we know people need to be free before they can play football. So that we try to get many solutions and local communities against women, children, and young men. We try to help them in many ways so that they can keep their minds on football and soccer, and with soccer we can change everything in the community.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Mohammed.
Welcome. Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
It is a great pleasure.
I think people like Mohammed here are just absolute heroes, and he's doing this out of the kindness of his heart. And like I've been staying with him for the past few days, and I've got to see what they're doing here and how much respect he has in the village, and everyone comes up to him and says Funde, or coach, founder of the NGO, and coach. It's awesome to see, and I think until you get to places like this, and this might sound a bit rich, but I think it's true, unless you get to see these sort of places firsthand, then you don't really appreciate the amount of work that goes on here. So I think completely fair play to him, and I'm really glad that I found this NGO and found what these guys are doing through Worldpackers, because I wouldn't have without, but now I want to try and work with them here and make some more videos and try and get them some funding and helping any way I can. And that's kind of what it's just sort of spoken to me since getting here, and yeah, that's what I want to try and do more of. Hello. Hello, bonjour. Hello, bonsoir. Chelsea, King of London.
Yeah, that is what you see.
Look at that, guys.
King of England.
Mate, I agree. That's great. This is Akpale or Akume in Atakpame language. Right.
Ankati.
Ankati.
Language, Ankati.
Ankati. Okay. Looks good. So right now we're buying some supplies for the village for this afternoon.
Yes, we are here to buy some supplies for children because they will start school in Monday, and we have to help them some in many ways. They can be happy in school, and they can enjoy it.
What things are we buying?
We will buy the book, pen, a pen, and erase some rule, and then many things. Or we buy all they need to start school.
So now we're buying some supplies. We're about to go out to a local village this afternoon, and they're starting school next week. So we're buying some supplies for them, which they couldn't afford themselves, and taking them out to the village. Exactly how much we got of each thing?
No, this thing is for some 2 villages. We buy it on 11,500.
11,500.
Yes.
And that got 6 packets of books.
Yes. Just to share for 2 villages or fans. You know, in some 5 villages we have to send them money, and they will buy there to give to children, because we have representatives in every region. So we can't go there everywhere in the country, because just it will be Monday soon. We have to send money by MoneyGram or a Western Union for them to buy for other children. Okay. So this will be okay for only 2 villages.
Right. So these we can take direct, but others you're sending money to buy?
Yeah. It is important. We need important help to buy for remain children in other villages. You like us to
Yeah, sure. Hello, buddy.
You get the rice inside.
Ah, okay.
For all season.
Right.
It won't spoil.
So this protects the rice?
Yes.
Okay. Ça va bien? Oui? Right.
Boya abu kwemi ori yo wa ni ka wa ka gbo wa fo. No.
Hello, Mbako.
Ya ko kwa ba ebe. Breu.
You can see behind me, it's an absolute frenzy right now. We brought a bunch of books and pens and chalkboard, but not all the kids got them and they really want them. Like, that's amazing to me. Like, kids are fighting over the pens because they want to learn. They're literally like reaching out and asking for more because not each person got a pen. So we are gonna go buy some more. It's not much to get pens. I'm gonna give the money to Mohammed so he can get more and bring them back another day. We're not saying now, but he is gonna come back and hand out some more before school starts. But it's just amazing to see that the kids reaching out and wanting the pens, wanting the notebooks so badly because they want to learn. So behind you, this is the old classroom.
This is the old class in my back here. This is the old class. We just try to build this new one for them to exchange this one. So they won't stop. They won't use this when school start again. They won't use this again. So they come to study here, and some snake come to follow them. When there is rain, school stop.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. When there is no rain, there's no school because the classroom is very bad. That is why we try to build the new one for them.
And with funding, you've now built this new one.
This new one for them to via our fundraise and some of our collections of the money in Togo here. We also collect some help us, and it be the new class. Yeah. I'm happy because we are about to end, and in this school starting 2019, 2020, by grace, he will go into new class.
Yeah, so in this there was 60 students before, and every time it rained it got destroyed. Now they built that to make it better, and now through foreign funding they have this school as well. Yeah, I'll be honest that seeing the village and then these classrooms here has really kind of hit me. Like I think you'd call him the mayor or the principal of that village was telling me what they need and how much they need, and I said, well, I don't have that. They need clean water. They need a source of clean water that they don't have there. And he was asking for advice on what they can do, and I don't know, but it's just clear that they need help. And these kids there, and these kids that are wearing the same football shirt every day that they're hugely proud of, they don't have a lot. They don't have a lot of opportunities, and they don't have a lot of chances, but it's clear from the way they really wanted to receive the school equipment that they do want that chance and they do want those opportunities. And I know volunteers, and I know even charities and NGOs can get a bad reputation this day and age for whatever reason, but the work that these guys are doing here and the work that's going in to try and help these communities I think is really making a difference. I mean, the truth is that in rural places like this, you can really see the difference. Even from Atakpame to here, you can see how much less they have, and that's why Mohammed and the NGO here are trying to support these rural villages, trying to help them out as well, because even though he doesn't have a lot, and even though people in Atakpame don't have a lot, they're trying to help people here that have even less. I think there's something amazing about that. back at the football. There's a game going on right now. It's a mini tournament and the NGO's team, ONG Kamiko, are playing right now. I think it's 0-0, but it's cool to be a part of this. It's exactly the same as I watched football or played football when I was younger as well. It's like all set up exactly the same. One of the good things they do here after training or after matches is they have a chat with all of the young boys and like try and give them life advice or lessons as well about things they should be doing outside football. So we were just there for an hour while I didn't understand everything obviously, but they were just chatting about how they can improve and what they can do better in general. That was the last football thing, I think. I'm actually leaving in a few days. So next we are going to another village, I think this afternoon, and I think handing out some more things, and then in a couple of days I head back to Lome. Bonjour. Handing out the books and pens and chalkboards again. Again, it's really cool though to see the kids really wanting this equipment. They're all quite patiently waiting and asking for it, and Mohammed's handing it all out. Yeah, a really nice welcome to this village as well, with the music, and everyone's been really friendly. And a nice way to finish up my time here in Atakpame.
Just we come to provide some things for our children so that they can start the school with it. It is here in village of Tande. It is a village of Tande. We support them to start school tomorrow because tomorrow will be the school. We just come in social and solidarity to provide something for our children. Yeah, thank you.
That was my last day in Atakpame, and it was time to head to the airport. But before we left, Mohammed had one last surprise for me. This is it. Pretty good. Yeah. Welcome to Togo. My time in Togo had come to an end, but this trip was going to leave a lasting impression on me. While I was grateful to see the waterfall, my real thoughts were with the work that Mohammed is doing here. These are children that are starting out with nothing and yet are so grateful to be given the chance to play football and the opportunity to learn. And while it's just a game to some people, here it seems like it's so much more. It's something universal that can bring together villages and provide opportunities for the future. Incentives for these kids to stay away from crime and a chance for a better way of life. It's more than a sport. It's football for hope. And that's it. That's my experience in Togo. I want to thank Worldpackers for giving me the budget to go out there, and in terms of full disclosure, they paid me $1,000 to make this, but I gave all of that to the NGO there and paid for my flights myself. So all of the money went to the NGO to help them with running costs and hopefully continue what they're doing. I kind of want to open this up as well, and I'm going to put the link below in the description to donate if you want to. There'll be a Just Giving or a GoFundMe page there, and if you're interested in supporting the NGO in Togo, then I'll make sure the money goes to where it needs to. And maybe, I don't know, who knows, maybe if everyone that watched this video was able to donate a little bit, then we could make a real difference there, and I'll be able to go back and show how the money has impacted those kids in Togo. Of course, self-funding my way to go back there and make a follow-up video. But I hope you enjoyed this. It was a different kind of video. It took me 10 days in the country to be there and see things that like I didn't know about beforehand, and hopefully I got to show that in this little piece. For now, thank you for watching. Welcome to 2020. Yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed, guys. See you in the next video.